Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 74 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play. Set mode, no items, so yeah. So with that being said, I guess we'll get into the Florin battle here. Now of course we are going to redo the team here since there are a few members that don't really do well against him. If you are new to Rejuvenation, just to kind of give you guys some advice, he is a grass type gym leader. I know that's probably pretty obvious, but just in case if you are new to the game and may have not have known that, so yeah. Now honestly, he's definitely, in my opinion, one of the more easier gym leaders within Rejuvenation. Of course, for some players he may be a little bit tricky to get past, but the best advice that I can give you is just using Pokemon that do well against grass types. I guarantee if you have a variety of maybe, flying types, maybe bug types, ice types, whatever it may be, something that does well against his typing will do wonders for you. So I definitely want to bring Talonflame. I've always liked using this guy against Florin, so we'll bring that there. I kind of want to lead with Sonar and Sheriff, honestly. Just have two very solid flying types at the start of it. We'll keep this guy here. We'll keep Sanders. Now, just in case if you don't really have a Blaziken as your starter, honestly, there are a lot of substitutes that you can, put in place of Blaziken. Really, any, typing that does well against him should be okay overall. Okay. Let's take a look here. I know I brought it up before that a commenter said that I seem to gravitate towards certain Pokemon, and I kind of want to get a little bit different. Honestly, I don't think I've used this guy yet throughout the series, so yeah, let's use a Yanmega. I think this guy does extremely well against Florin, and again, I don't think I've really ever used this guy in this series, or really any other game of Rejuvenation that I played, so we'll use that guy there. And let's see. We don't really use Crobat often, but honestly, not bad at all. Very fast. You're not bad either, honestly. But I think Crobat's a little bit more better just because of speed, honestly. Of course, Scolipede. This guy can do well. This guy, it's one of those things that I've said it before multiple times, that the beauty of Pokemon itself is there is no just thing as the perfect team. Whether you're playing competitively or playing a game itself, there really isn't a perfect combination of Pokemon. There are always going to be advantages and disadvantages to whatever team you are building, but sticking more so on like gameplay and not more so like competitive battling and whatnot, there are a multitude of ways that you can go about every battle, but here's what we're going to use here. And it's something that I've always said with new players that, may be new to the game itself. Experiment, try it out, and if you do have difficulties, you can always, comment down below, or maybe use, this video as a guide for you. Or any other person, it doesn't have to be me. But, yeah, at least give it a try is what I would recommend. Now, before I do get started, what is your nature? Impish. Tinted Lens. Okay, we gotta change that. Tinted Lens isn't bad per se, but I think Speed Boost is probably better for this one. Now, I want Timid because, what is it? The difference between Jolly and Timid. Timid lowers the attack, Jolly lowers the special attack, but it raises the speed. And since it is a special attacker, we don't want to lower its, special attack with a Jolly nature. So we'll give you Timid, and then what are you? Mild. So then we want to make you Jolly. Do I have a Jolly mint? Doesn't look like it. Oh, here we go. Okay. So we got those there. And I think we should be good to go. Now, I'm trying to remember his team. Ludicolo, Mega Sceptile, that guy is going to be a little bit scary. Breloom is a menace. I'm trying to remember the rest of his team. Cherim is one. Well, to be fair, they might have changed this team. I guess we'll see if it's still the same or not. I'll be here to referee the fight, but I'll also be available to provide you with any information you may need. As per the rules of the league, at least. Need some advice? I should be good, honestly. But yeah, like I said, it really shouldn't be that difficult of a battle, but if we don't have the right team members, we'll redo the team and we'll get the win eventually. Well, thanks for helping us down in Darklight Cave. I know my sister put us through a lot of grief, but I still believe she's a good person. I think. She has a lot of things to work out, but I'll be there to make sure everything goes smoothly. I'll be here to help too, you know. You don't have to take on everything yourself. Yeah, thanks, Rhoda. But enough of the sappy stuff. Let's get on with this. This will be a double 6v6 battle. Any other rules are standard. Begin. For a moment. Alright, let's do this, Florin. Cradilly. Okay, this guy is a little bit scary. Right, that's kind of why we have Sanders here. For that thing. So yeah, if you don't have this guy, you know, anything that's super effective that does well against Cradilly is definitely recommended, because Cradilly, of course, is added to his team to kind of, you know, stop, you know, the overwhelming, whatchamacallit, typing of, like, flying types that, like, do well against him. I worded that weird, but you get the point. Cradilly kind of, like, tries to stop that, pretty much. I want to Super Fang you, Brave Bird, Ludicolo, just get rid of it. Cool. Super Fang. Sheriff is gone. And then... oh, right, I should have, just in case. Let me show the EVs and the moves. It's something that I need to get better at. So we have Sheriff there. I don't know why I'm being quiet, but that's okay. And then that should be the team. Okay, so you're out. Cradilly's still alive. Let's go into Sanders. And honestly, this might be overkill, but I really want Cradilly gone. Mainly because of its rock typing does really well against, you know, walling some of our flying types, so that thing has got to go. Nature Power, I think Sonar's gone here. It is not gone. I'm surprised Sonar took the hit, but to be fair, it's not Stab. Okay, Leafeon. Right, the blue little symbol there, if anyone's curious, I'm sure most probably know what it is, but if you are new, it's a symbol that it shows on a Pokemon if it's holding a crest. Crests are like Rejuvenation exclusive items. Think of them as like, whatchamacallit, like the Mega Stone, Z Crystal, whatchamacallit, like Dynamaxing, and the Terra form, whatever those things are. I'm not too smart and wise on Dynamaxing and like the new Terra game mechanics, but kind of think of them like those, but exclusive for Rejuvenation. They do some pretty wacky things on the Pokemon. Now, I don't remember exactly what it does for Leafeon. I think, like, doesn't it make it resistant to super effective moves? Not every super effective move, but I think, like, certain moves that I just don't remember. But anyways, let's Air Slash Leafeon, bounce on Cherim here. Right, okay, so it's super, or not super effective, but we did get a flinch. Okay. Oh well, we got a little lucky there. Okay. Okay, you got a good amount of health back. Let's go into Vroom. Let me see if Bug Buzz is non-effective or not. Oh, well that took that thing out. To be fair, I don't think the 2 flinches that lowered its health a decent amount really mattered against Vroom, since its special attack is definitely, you know, pretty high, but I might be wrong on that. Honestly, Breloom is a menace. I gotta go after that thing. Paralysis is nice. Bullet Seed. Sanders is out. That's fine. Okay. Let's go into Crobat. We honestly have a good amount of momentum here. So we're just gonna kind of, you know, keep pushing. Alright, we'll do that. Go into you. Sceptile. Gunk Shot. Brave Bird. Breloom. Just get rid of it. I should take this. The poison didn't really matter, honestly. Yeah, we kind of got the win already. We're good. But yeah, pretty much the moment that you get rid of the Cradily, because I know like Cradily can be a little bit of an annoyance for some players, his team kind of just falls apart if you just have really fast, you know, flying types and just overall good typing against him. It pretty much falls apart for him. But trying to think if there's anything else I could say. Not really. I didn't expect to win, but I guess it was fun anyways. Yeah, it was. The match is over. Alon is the victor. Wow, I guess I'm better at this than I thought. But I won't underestimate your strength. Let's go again. TM53 contains Energy Ball. It's a strong special grass type move, but I'm sure you already knew that. Now that that's done, I'm sure the bridge is completed by now. Let's go back to the train then, Rhoda. Alon, didn't Erin say that she would meet up with the others at Dark Lake Village? You should go there and make sure they are okay. Will do. Okay, so if they're at the village, then... Well, actually, I'm kind of curious. Because, sometimes after, like, battling, like, a gym leader, Amanda will pretty much appear. It's like a new thing that I've noticed. Well... Oh, right, this thing. Oh, now I can activate it. Okay. Oh, that's kind of neat that it's a Braviary. You know, I don't think it's a coincidence because, you know, Talon being Florin's, you know, best friend, and the moment you beat Florin, you know, a Braviary appears. I don't think that's a coincidence, but maybe it is. Anyways, let's see. I guess we can actually activate all of these while we're here. Why not? Oh, excuse me there. So we got the one for that. Let's see, Route 8. That's over that way, but we'll go this way first. Oops, there's one over here. There we go. Cool, cool. Okay, so yeah, Amanda's no longer there. Route 7, there wasn't one for here, but there was one for Honeck Woods. So we'll grab that. Oh right, I did get a question on like side quests and whatnot. I'm not gonna do that like right now. Because like there really isn't a lot that we can do. Cause like what is it? The Oshawott quest and I think Ben's Miltank. It's Ben's Miltank or Beth's Miltank, one or the other. But yeah, once we get to Grand Dream City, I think there's a few like smaller quests that appear within the city as well. So We'll get into all of that once we, you know, get into the city, but for now, there just really isn't enough to do an episode dedicated to doing side quest. Now I just have my hands full mending the Grand Bridge. How tiresome, but I must be the one to fix all of this. We are conducting an investigation. Please walk no further. You got it. I'll leave you and Kevlin alone. So we activated those two there. Right, I gotta go... Well, actually, no I don't. I can go this way. No, I can't. Alright, up and around we go. I'm pretty sure... Was there an item right there? Maybe I already picked it up. Okay. Right, Route 7, we'll go over here. And I guess as we're looking around, maybe Amanda might be somewhere. You know, she may be at Grand Dream City, though. Maybe. Okay. Bleedest Town, I guess we can look here real quick. And I really gotta say, I know I brought it up before. It's honestly like really amazing what like Jane Zumi and all the developers have done with like the new areas and whatnot. Like with like Dark Light, you know, Village, the Forest, Bleedest Town. Like it's kind of like amazing in a sense because, you know, I remember on like the older versions it looks so different, and it's not like the older versions were like bad or anything like that. Like they were good, but they just added so much more to, like, not just talking like the story and all of that, but just, you know, like the sprites, you know, the environment, you know, the grass, the homes, the trees. Like they've added just so much more to it, and it's just amazing. They didn't have to, but they went the extra mile to do that. It's always nice seeing, you know, the small added touches to the game, you know, because a lot of games, you know, fan-made and whatnot, I'm not saying all of them don't go that extra mile, but sticking on like fan-made games and whatnot for like Pokemon and whatnot, I just can't really think of a game that just goes above and beyond what Rejuvenation has done. You know, I love Desolation, I love Reborn, but I have to give credit where credit is due. Rejuvenation has just, it's just done something different. I thought you were at the bridge. I'm glad I was able to fix those tracks for all of you. Alexandra's helped me in the past, so I owe it to her. You're friends with her, aren't you? Any friend of Alexandra is a friend of mine. Now that's kind of interesting that they decided to do that. Sorry, that they did that. Well, they decided to do that, sorry. To like blurt out her name by him like saying that. Because like you know her as April, her code name pretty much. So that's kind of interesting there. Anyways, let's see here. Route 7. Is there any other? We did that. Okay, we did do this one. And then Route 9. We can't get the Route 9 yet. Okay. That's a little bit later. Because if you are new and curious, Route 9's like over here, and we're not quite at that point yet to do that. Okay. So I guess we'll go over here, and then activate that, and then that should be all of them but Route 9, but like I said before, we can't really do any of that. Now, out of curiosity, I wonder where that Oshawott quest is, because like back then, like this port area looked a lot... Oh. Well, I got my answer. So it immediately brings you into like a cutscene starting the quest. Okay, well I don't want to like start this quest now, of course, but like back in the day on the older versions, this area looked nothing like this at all. It was just a small little like port with like a abandoned home, and then there's like a ranger next to a Samurott and an Oshawott, and it's kind of like a cool little transition. I really like that a lot, because the ranger, in fact, actually turned out to not be a good ranger and stole Oshawott, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm misremembering. You went up the river. There's like a river area. You found him, or her, and brought the Oshawott back to Samurott. The ranger was grateful, but then she takes and steals Oshawott. You find her on Route 8, you battle her, bring Oshawott back, but he wants to stay with you, and that's how the quest pretty much played out. But with this one, it's kind of interesting because instead of like, you know, giving that one ranger kind of like a bad look, it's actually Blade Star, and it looks like a Team Zen. I can't tell if that's like a scientist or what kind of grunt that is, but that's definitely a Team Zen grunt nonetheless. But anyways, we're not here to start up this quest. Let me go back to an old save. Well, not like an old save, but let me close out of this real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry for the pause there. So we'll stay away from the port for now then until we're good to go on that. Now, right, what is this again? Oh, wrong home. Or building. There we go. Let me get these guys healed up. Let me bring some of you guys back to the PC. Bring back the OGs. Bring you back. Alrighty. That also reminded me, I brought it up before that I really wanted to try something a little bit different with the channel. About doing, not like, I don't know if I'd really do any like Pokemon like openings and whatnot, maybe once in a full moon. But I did get some mail of some cards that I bought, well, Pokemon cards I should say specifically, and I brought it up before that I wanted to try and just see if, you know, people had any interest in me doing like opening up like mail, showing off the cards that I may have purchased, talking about them and whatnot, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I'm hoping to open that and maybe upload that sometime this week. We'll see though, we'll see, but I know it's something that a couple of people have talked about, that they would potentially be interested in seeing that, but we'll see, we'll see. Now, right, that's the manor. They said within the village, right? Well, maybe in one of the homes. Oh, there they are, okay. Oh, so they're with, what is her name again? Was it Patterson? I don't remember, something like that, but pretty much the mother of Patty and Patricia. Anyone have anything meaningful they have found? Nope, there was nothing in Honig Woods, and nothing on Route 7 again. Great, cool, just awesome. Oh hey Alon, how are things going for you? Look at that, you won another badge. One step closer to the end goal, and the bridge is done? Finally. Congrats on the badge, but I'm about to lose my crap. Why couldn't this girl just sit still? I wouldn't be in this mess if she just listened. Listen, you guys can forget about me in the meantime. Go catch your train. Alita is important to us too, Aaron. We can stay here and help. The Grand Bridge won't stay broken for long. It's fine. I've managed on my own thus far, and I'll continue to do so. I appreciate the offer though. Well, in that case, we should make sure we don't miss the train. Let's go, guys. Oh, interesting. Okay, so they kind of still kept this in. I was kind of curious on that. I'll talk about what I mean in a moment. Aaron. Yeah? We'll be staying in Grand Dream City for the foreseeable future. If you need a place to crash at, I'm sure we can make things work. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. I'll give you my phone number. What? That dress you're wearing, that hair, what kind of games are you playing here? Huh? What's wrong? Sorry, I just lost my sense of reason for a second. This must just be some sort of weird coincidence that lines up perfectly. A coincidence that lines up perfectly. Hmm. That's like an interesting thing because yeah, let's do it. Slight spoiler, but it still is a spoiler. Go to the comments if you don't want to listen. Yeah. Alrighty, so like I said before, spoiler warning, if you don't want to listen, you should not be listening to this. Okay. It's honestly like interesting how both like the older versions and V13.5, it's very similar, but at the same time pretty different because back then on the older version, you walked into Dark Lake Woods, and Aaron was there. Venom, Malia followed behind. I don't think at that time they have seen Aaron. I might be misremembering that. But, anyways, they meet up. Aaron then kind of gets, well, she talks and then gets shocked by seeing Malia, right behind you. And, she gets very flustered. Like, what kind of game is this? And then Venom kind of comes in like, hold up, calm down, you two. Let's de escalate this. No need to get mad or upset or whatever Aaron is going on about. Aaron calms down and she's like, okay, I'm sorry. Forget that I ever did that. But with this one, it's slightly different. Now, of course, her kind of like freaking out a little bit still stayed the same. But this line here, this must be just some sort of weird coincidence that lines up perfectly. That to me is a very odd line because I don't think there's anything like that on the older version. And how do I want to word it? It's really tricky with like Erin at this point. I think she definitely knows that she was once trapped within the unknown dimension, but there's a part of me that is kind of unsure on the whole thing because like I remember correctly, wasn't there a thing at the Grand Dream Ball where Aaron Aaron, Alice, Alan enter the elevator or the room or whatever, and Alice says her full name, Arena. Aaron goes on and talks and then is like, wait a minute, how do you know my full name? Which kind of like tells me in a sense that she doesn't quite remember, but it seems there are, how do I want to word it? It's like she remembers some things but doesn't remember them fully is what I'm trying to get at. But this line here, this must be just some sort of weird coincidence that lines up perfectly. And I know it plays into where her and Malia, talk about it more at the library, but it's an interesting little touch that they add here, because of the, remembrance and like the connection that they kind of like have at this moment. Aaron is like freaking out, like, wait a minute, that dress, the way that you look, you are extremely familiar to me. I don't know why, I don't know exactly, but in some way, shape, and form, I know you. You look familiar. But she cannot pinpoint it exactly. But I don't know, that one line there, this must be just somewhat a weird coincidence that lines up perfectly. It's very interesting. It's an interesting line that they decided to add there. That's it with like the spoilers, just something very like interesting that I found there is all. Alright, enough of that. Alrighty then, enough of the spoilers and all. This must be just some sort of weird coincidence that lines up perfectly. I'm not sure that I'm following. Forget it. Forgiving me for yelling. Sorry, forgive me for yelling like that. Go catch your train. Okay. But I will say though, I really like how they kind of like kept that scene there and they made it different. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay then. So I guess we'll go. Well, maybe Amanda is at Grand Dream City. Well, real quick, is it you? No, okay. Oh, I see, okay. Oops, sorry about that, Alon. I didn't see you there. I was just going to go look for you. The train's getting ready to leave. Not only that, but I wanted to give you this. Oh well, thank you for that, April. You've gotten a lot stronger since the last time we've seen each other. I wanted to give you this in commemoration of that. Oh, hey Aaron. Oh, I was sure the train would be out of the way by the time I got here. Awkward. You made it just in time, actually. Better hop on before it gets going. You misunderstand. I don't have a ticket. I'm out here looking for my friend, but there have been no leads and I'm about at my wit's end. And with the Grand Bridge broken, I can't go back home at the moment. So I'm stuck here and annoyed. Oh dear. I'm very sorry to hear that. But that's a certified bro moment. On second thought, here, why don't you take my ticket? What? Sorry, ma'am, I couldn't do that. No, it's fine. I forgot that I have some business at Dark Lake Village. It'd be a waste for this ticket to not be used, right? It's possible Alita made it to Grand Dream City while I was stuck down in those caves. Well, if you insist, I'll take it. Thank you. No problem. And I'll even call you if I find anything useful about your friend. I think I read that all wrong, but that's okay. That would be most appreciated. Here, I'll give you my number. Got it. Sorry for the sudden departure, Alon, but this gal's gotta go. See ya. It's kind of like interesting because like back then, Aaron kind of brought up a very interesting sentence to April. What was it again? Like, I'll look out here, I'll probably die out here, and I don't know. Oh, what was it again? Like the Manabuzz would like pick my body or something like that. It was something like pretty dark that Aaron said on like the older versions, but it seems they kind of like toned that down here. I don't think I'm misremembering that. I'm pretty sure it may have not been exactly that, but it was something pretty wacky. Maybe I am well, I don't think I am. There was something wacky that she said. Well, that worked out. I've got to call and thank her properly soon. Guess I'm headed to Grand Dream City as well. Let's get on. I almost want to look at like my old Let's Play. I want to confirm that actually. Hold up. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I found the video that I did how many years ago? 3 years ago, man. That's so long ago. And man, like the version like 12 looks so different than this one. But yeah, so I'll probably strand it out here and die starvation. I'll be waiting for the Murkrow to pick off my remains of my starved corpse. Yeah, she said something insanely wacky on the old version, so... Alrighty. The train will depart soon. Get on the Grand Express. I don't think there's anything else that we can do here. So I think we're good to go. Okay. And I don't believe any of you guys are going to do anything different. Doesn't seem to be the case. Okay. I remember back then, he used to sell you stuff, but I guess they changed that now. It would have been like convenient for him to still, you know, sell you some items and whatnot, but I guess that changed. I guess we got a full house in there. And then, right, that's locked. Alright, the party's here. What's going on, guys? Darn, this room is getting crowded. It's only for a short way to Grand Dream City from here, so it should be fine. True. I was fully expecting to camp out on Route 7 for a few more days or so. It's a good thing that woman and I ran into each other when we did. Guess you're sticking with us for a little while then. Guess so. April told me that she was going with me to Grand Dream City. There's still so much I have to ask her. Oh yeah, how did your date with the... well... yeah, how did that go? It wasn't a date, I was undergoing something called the servant trial. What's that? Now, real quick, it's not really like a spoiler, but back then on the older version, it's something that it was in the back of my mind, but I never really took it seriously. Back then they called it the dragon trial. And a lot of the time when I try to like theorize different things and whatnot, I always like went back to that moment and I was like, yeah, where's this going? Like, there's been no mention, within like V12, 13, and some of the older versions. Like, it just didn't really go anywhere. So I assume they decided to change whatever they were going to do with that and just call it the servant route. So, or sorry, the servant trial. But, yeah, just a little like note there. Back then on the older version, it was called something different. Anyways, confidential for now, I promised April, and you said it wasn't a date. Okay, that's enough for now. Everyone listen up. I was going to save this for when we got the Grand Dream City, but since I'm here, there's something else I like to bring to your attention. It has to do with one of my, or rather, our roommates, Hugh. In addition to the stone crisis, there's also another concerning thing going on within Grand Dream City. There's actually an uptick of missing people in Grand Dream City, one of them being Hugh's sister, Rune. Now that's a cool thing, honestly, that, whatchamacallit, like, they introduced Rune in a different way than the older versions, and I appreciate that they kind of like gave her like a sprite. Well, it's not really like a sprite, but like an actual like drawn photo of Rune, right in front of you, because like back then it was told to you and you can see like these posters, but again, they're adding more to it. I like that. And if I'm not mistaken, a cool little addition is technically they shown Hugh before within Rejuvenation already with the one scene, so it's not really spoilers, but I can kind of like bring it up. The two individuals at Terajuma, the two, like the boy and the girl with like the red hair, that was Hugh and Rune at that time within Terajuma. If you kind of recall that, if, how do I want to word it? If pretty much like you remember that, and if not, that's fine. But if you did notice them, that was them. Rune and I were colleagues living in the same dorm, and by extension, her little brother Hugh's been staying with us as well. One day, along with a bunch of other people, Rune left and never came home. No warning, no note, nothing. Completely vanished. She's a school teacher at Axis High, and a beloved one at that. She didn't have any enemies, and most people were glad to have her around. That's what makes this so strange. Flora was friends with Rune until just before she went missing. Maybe there's a connection. Not saying it's impossible, but Bladestar has been found to have no connection to this, and Flora has been questioned several times, and it's been determined that she isn't a suspect, although her recent incarceration, may prove to change some things. Either way, I just wanted to bring that up to the others so that it doesn't come as a surprise. We're pulling into Grand Dream City Station, so let's get ourselves ready to leave. Sounds like a plan. Oh, that's cool. Chapter 11, Through the Looking Mask. That's really neat there. I like that with that individual there. Oh, well. Hello there. Nastasia, Ren, Neve. What's going on, guys? Is this all you have? If you don't learn to maintain control and focus, you'll lose everything. Perhaps you're being a little too harsh, Neve. No, he's right. If I can't do this, then the project will fail, right? I have to endure this hell. I won't be able to get stronger without it. Is this what you're truly after? Strength? Now that your original goal has been lost, Malia is alive and she is your enemy. Isn't that how it's supposed to be? No. Then why are you here? Leave. I'm not leaving. I must get stronger. Strength isn't everything in a war. If you rely on that alone, you're foolish. You're starting to sound like Narcissa now. Tell me then, How am I supposed to protect anyone if I lack strength? Being helpless. I hate that feeling so much. It makes me feel anger I can't even describe. Even so, I despise feeling angry just as much. It's a cycle I cannot break. Anger makes me feel like a person I'm not. Scary, isn't it? To lose all control to hatred and rage. Strength can come from many avenues, but you shouldn't let rage become one of them. Channel all of that malice into your heart and determination. Determination? Well, that's interesting. Back then, I don't remember that music just hitting, like, at that moment when he said determination. Kind of caught me off guard there. You have people you want to protect, don't you? People close that you don't want to lose no matter what. Settle your emotions, keep them stable. Focus on the people you want to keep safe. That is where you will find your strength. My strength. Is this what Narcissa meant? The will to protect those you love. That feeling when I lost my dad. That feeling when I thought I lost my friend. Knowing they suffered while I could do nothing but sit back and watch, that's what drove me to become stronger, but my failures to do so came back and controlled me. I have to channel my anger, my frustration, and I will say I really do like, again, how they add like these little like sprites, you know, with, you know, the pro tag, us there, Malia, Venom, and of course, you know, no, they did bring it up, well, Reina, Arena, however you say her name correctly, whatchamacallit, said that Ren was her brother, so you kind of already know that, but, it's unique and cool how they did add that. I like that a lot. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I have to channel my anger and my frustration. I understand now. Ren, Neve, let's battle one more time. I can do this. That fire in your eyes. You remind me of me when I was young. Alrighty then, show me your newfound determination. The tracks were fixed, that means we could be on our way now. Grand Dream City is on the horizon, all aboard. We did it, we made it to Grand Dream City. Yay. Thank you for riding the Grand Dream Express, we hope to see you again. Until then, toodle toodaloo. Thank you, conductor. Okay then, is anybody... Nope. Real quick, we'll do that. And then I guess we'll head on out of here. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Nice. Man, I gotta say, it just looks so much different. I know we technically been through Grand Dream City on like the other like playthrough, but I'm really excited to see like the story and really get like used to like the new city and whatnot. Oh, that would have been cool if there was like a secret over here. Real quick. I assume this... maybe it was actually meant to be, I don't know. But alrighty. Let's get on up the stairs then. Let's see here. West Giran... Wonder what happened out there. Wait, what? Oh, I see. My train came in early last time, so I missed it. I won't let them catch me a second time. Grand Dream City is huge. That's why Mr. Blakery constructed the subway system. Because of this, a huge subway system was created for the fast travel. There's some ongoing maintenance at the moment, and as such, this station is closed temporarily. Okay, I see. I came from West Gear and I'm excited to start a new life on the Teriel Island? Okay, so I assume once we walk out it kind of gets into some dialogue. We're gonna stop there. Because the last episode was like almost 3 hours long, so we'll keep this at about like 45 something minutes, so yeah. And another thing to point out too, I remember on the older version, more so version 12, there actually used to be a thing that they actually gave you a oh my god, why am I forgetting the name of it? Oh my god, a vaccine. That's it, a vaccine before you enter the city. And we kind of got, I think, a red one. Malia got a gold one. Venom got a purple one. I don't remember what color she got, but I think, I don't remember for certain, but I think there was a stream a long time ago with Jane. I think they took that out not only for like story stuff, but I think actually because of like COVID stuff as well. Because, well, COVID kind of happened unexpectedly, unfortunately, and I guess they decided to change directions on that whole thing because of that. I might be misremembering that, but I think I remember something of the sort. But just a little thing that I bring up, because I brought it up before, that I like pointing out certain things that I notice that are different from some of the older versions, so yeah. Alrighty, anyways though, that'll be it for today's episode. I just wanted to say real quick, thank you guys so much for watching. We're getting close to 600 subscribers, definitely very cool and unexpected. If you want to sub, cool. If not, cool. I don't really ask for subs much at all, if any, but it's more so up to you. And like I've said before, this channel is just a fun thing for me, so whether you watch for a minute, like, dislike, comment, however you want to go about it, I do appreciate it. So yeah, love you guys, take care, good morning.